Hi, guys. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I am Marlene. I am your host. So, today we're going to talk about don't let life and people discourage you. So, of course, before I even start, I'm going to shout out my members. Thank you to the members of my channel, Pandy's Hair Candy and More, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, The Amazing Sylvia, Edward Smart, Van Life with Gina, Melissa King My Econ, Tony Clopton, Boss Life Online, Barry Johnson, Beverly Black, Team Bill with Geo, Thrill Seeks, Time with Tiffy, Team Ranger 92308, Advertising Junction, Tracy Ocean Fire 777, Marlin Music Channel, I Am Tracy Lee, and Miss Kim Savvy $5 Bling. Yes, guys. So before we even get started, I'm going to start with the Best Life Crew song. Welcome, everybody. Please like and share if you can.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it and be it, and live your best life.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. Thank you guys for joining me today. Today we have a great topic, and it's something that I believe that so many people suffer with. So many people, it's one of those hidden things. They deal with discouragement, but there are some ways that we can cope with it. So today on the Sunday Talk Show, I'm going to be talking to you about discouragement and how we can deal and cope with it. So, thank you as always to everybody who has come in already. Thank you to those who have shared me out and liked it. So, let me see who's in the chat. Looking for the chat. Oh, the comments. Yes. Hi, Edward. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. He says, I'm watching the game, but I'm listening. Well, enjoy your game, Edward, and thank you for taking some time out of your day to listen to me. It's very much appreciated. Hey, Miss Full Roller, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Welcome in, guys. So, guys, today, the topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about today was, let me pull up my overlay here. Don't let life and people discourage you. I feel like this is really timely. I know that so many people, especially just passing through the holiday season and even past that, even just coming into a new year is really hard for a lot of people. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Depending on what you are going through in your life, what you're coping with, everybody has stress. Everybody has anxiety. Everybody has things that brings them discouragement. So I'm going to talk to you guys and let you know that you're not alone in this. And I feel that's very important for us to acknowledge that. First of all, we have to acknowledge that we're not the only ones dealing with and going through stress. You are not the only one dealing with stress. You're not the only one dealing with struggles. You're not the only one dealing with anxiety. And I know on a personal level, just speaking from my own personal experience, myself, as a woman, and on top of that, being a woman of color, um, I think it's something that we don't really like to acknowledge, that we get discouraged, that we are dealing with a big issue and a big problem. And most of the time, we try to cover things up. We don't want to make ourselves feel vulnerable. We don't want to let anybody know that we are having a lot of stress or you're grieving, or you just feel sad that day, or you're mad, or you're angry. And it's so much people in this society that walk around with a plastic smile, like, yeah, everything's good, smiling about everything. And sometimes you have certain periods of time in your life. There's certain times of the year, there's certain scents, there's certain people who can make you feel discouraged, because life is hard, and everybody is going through something. So I want to start off by acknowledging that, and acknowledging the people who watch my videos. All of you, all of us as human beings, we are all going through something at the moment, good, bad, or ugly. But it's the things that are ugly, it's the things that we don't want to let anybody know, which you don't have to. You don't have to let anybody know what you're going through. That's your personal and private business. But I want to speak to you on the level of not covering it up, not putting it in the closet. You still have to acknowledge it to yourself. You don't always have to tell other people your business, because that's your right. Because sometimes people pass judgments on you, or they're not going to help you in any way. They're going to say things to hurt you or make you feel down. So I understand why you guys may not want to be open to talking about it with other people, but I'll allow myself to be vulnerable. You know, Coming into a new year now, every year it kind of triggers me a little bit, that is another year without certain people in my life, and that can be difficult, for any who are grieving at the moment. It's difficult to step into a new year knowing you're not going to be able to have new memories with certain people, but you, at a certain point, we have to allow ourselves freedom and peace to let ourselves be happy. Each one of us has the right. You have the right to be happy. You have that right. And at a certain point, we have to give ourselves permission to be happy. Let me see what's going on in the chat with everybody. Okay. Hey, James. Welcome and happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Ed. Thanks for coming in again. Appreciate you. Hey, Boss Life Online. How are you? Happy Sunday. Thanks so much for joining me. You guys, please feel free to put your comments in the comment section. Anything that you want to add to this discussion will be helpful to everybody who's watching now or watching on the replay. So I appreciate all you guys for being here. Yeah, guys. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about discouragement. And I know that sometimes a person who's a leader, or you play a leadership role, or you're a leader in your family, or you're playing some type of leadership, all of us in some way or the other. You are either a leader in your family, you're a leader on your job, you're a leader in maybe all of the above. It's kind of hard for us to admit, sometimes that we're human. We want to feel like we're invincible, and we're not. Do you ever get discouraged as a leader? It's kind of asking yourself, like, do you have a pulse? If you have a pulse, you're human, you have feelings. So if you've ever been through anything in your life, you've become discouraged. There are things that has happened to you. There's people who have discouraged you. There's people who have hurt you. And even sometimes we can discourage ourselves, maybe because you're trying to cope with so much in your life. There may be so much pain. There may be so much hurt. Or maybe your discouragement is that you may want to do things in your life and you can't. Those things just aren't possible for us. And that expectation, that wanting to do and achieve things sometimes can really make us feel discouraged. Or it could be that progress isn't happening as fast as you would like in your life. Or it may be happening quickly. Things may be happening for you, but maybe it's not as fast as you want it. And maybe you're coming off a great season and you wonder if a slump is right around the corner, like what is going to happen next. Or it could be the voice of critics, People always have something to say, right? In the background of your life to try to get to you. So, the real reason is that some of you are discouraged right now and you're thinking of giving up. You're thinking of, you know, just like, I don't know how to cope with my life. I don't know how am I going to get through this. And this is why I wanted to do this discussion just for you guys to let you know that you're not alone in this. And discouragement usually happens like that. It gets right to the root of ourselves. When you feel down and you feel discouraged, you feel like you're the only one that has had whatever issue, whatever problem, whatever stress. You feel you're the only one that can know what it feels like. And that's not true. That's one of the biggest lies. There's millions of people right now, today, who are going through exactly what has discouraged you, whatever stress, whatever anxiety, whatever trauma it is that you have been through, whatever you have coped with. A discouraging day can become a discouraging week, a month, a season. And then next thing you know, you're not really actualizing your potential, because most of the time, it's not worth quitting because you feel discouraged. I just want you to understand that and lock it in. It's not worth quitting because you feel discouraged. If you don't get anything else from this topic today, I want you to lock that into your brain. It's not worth quitting just because you feel discouraged. And I'm going to give you some of my favorite tips that has helped me when I have got discouraged. There's 20 ways that we can overcome personal discouragement. Number one is we have to remember some of our past victories. We have to remember that you have been through so many things, and even some things that we thought we're not going to pass through, we're not going to get over, but you have. You're here right now today, and that's a reason to celebrate your past. Remember, your past makes you into who you are today. It's not who you are. It helps to show that you're a person who's resilient, strong, courageous, all of those things. And it's so important for us to value ourselves, value our past so that we can stand in our present. Not enough people give themselves room for their victory. They don't celebrate that they're strong. They don't celebrate their strength. They don't celebrate what they have overcome. And I'm here today to tell you, celebrate your past. Celebrate your victories. Celebrate the times where nobody saw, the times where you were crying yourself to sleep, maybe. When you were wondering how you were going to pay your next bill. When you didn't know how you were going to get out of a bad relationship, but you did, and you're here now. When somebody didn't believe in your hopes and your dreams, but here you stand today, living in what you wanted to do. So that's important, number one, for us to celebrate our past victory. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Yes. Yes, Boss Life Online, you do get discouraged as a leader. And sometimes as in a leadership role, or you're taking care of somebody, or you're a parent or auntie, you're playing a role, you're taking care of people, because all of us are servants. We serve somebody in some type of way. We have to remember we gotta, put that needle in our own arm and encourage our own self, elevate not only our thinking, but we have to elevate our spirit. And that means taking some time to put that love back into ourselves. I talk about this all the time, guys. We do have to take care of our own spirit, and that means mentally taking a time. Sometimes you need to unplug from social media, you need to unplug from family members, maybe go for a walk, do something that you enjoy. But we have to take care of ourselves up here, and also our spirit and our physical bodies. All of that goes into helping us to feel good about ourselves, because when we feel good, when we look good, we feel good. That's so important for us to understand that part. That part is so important. Yes, Gio, we do. We have to value our past. And that can get some people stuck sometimes. It's not something that I learned until I went through therapy. We have to value what we have been through. And I know what you're thinking in the moment when you're crying, when you're upset, when you're angry, when somebody says something mean or unkind to us, or puts us in a position to make us not feel good about ourselves, or we are lacking the support that we deserve. We don't feel like we can get past that. And we can. We can get past it. We can get past anything that you have been through. You can get past it. You can get past it. Remember that and understand that part. So I'm going to go on to the, oh, hey, Dave. Welcome, Thrill Seeks. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're doing great. Appreciate you coming in. And I thank everybody for the likes. It's very much appreciated. So, guys, please drop in the comment section below any thoughts that you have that will help to encourage somebody else. So, number two, we have to remember to keep an encouragement file, as I like to say, an encouragement file, a notebook, maybe a board where we keep little positive quotes or things that remind us to stay encouraged. It's like giving ourselves a boost, an encouragement. Every time you read it, you can put it on your phone. It can be through an app. It can be, like I said, on a board. I like to put mine on a cork board. My favorite quotes that always encourage and motivate me, or some quotes that I like to tell myself. But it's important for us to have a visual, a mental encouragement file, because it's going to help us. Anytime we feel discouraged, we read it, we look at it, and then guess what? You're fortifying up here your mind. And then when your mind is strong, then you become physically strong. So, number three, we have to get moving. And that just means just what it is. Most of the time, when we're discouraged, we want to stay in the bed, look at the wall, lick our wounds, and feel sorry for ourselves. The first thing you should do is open your window, you know, go outside. Sometimes that fresh air, not being in the house, can give us, it's very good for our mental, emotional, and physical well being. You know, go for a bike ride, a hike, go to the gym, or at least maybe just take a walk around your block, or even go and sit outside. But it's important to not just be in the house. Getting moving gets our thoughts in the right frame of mind, because anybody, if you're in, stay in the darkness, you stay in your room, stay in the dark, your mind will not be in a good space. So we have to remove ourselves from that dark thinking and bring ourselves into the light, because we're people of light. We're people who love ourselves, who believe in ourselves. So in that way, we start to get the wheels moving in our mind, and it's going to help us. So, number four, we have to take a break. Just like you have to go to work or whatever it is that you do, everybody has a routine, but you can't always just be going. You got to learn to unplug, even if it's just a few minutes to listen to maybe your favorite music, maybe to just be outside, like I said earlier, taking that break. It helps us to refocus from that negative string of thoughts that you may be having. And it really is key, guys, to getting our lives on track. We got to retrain our thinking, because some of us, and when I said I speak to myself, some of us didn't grow up in that atmosphere of positive thinking, positive thoughts, positive mindset. So it's important for us to retrain, and it is possible to retrain. We can retrain our thoughts into thinking, into being positive. And even if you're discouraged, you can retrain your mindset to have good thinking. So, number 5, grab lunch. Go and eat something. Sometimes we can feel discouraged because we're not eating properly, or we're not giving ourselves enough hydration, getting our water intake, eating proper balance of fruits and vegetables. All of that is going to help us. So make sure you're eating. Take care of your inside so your outside can look good as well. Let me see what's going on in the chat again. Let's see. What did I miss? Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Yes, create something or learn something new. Listen, Miss Bullroller, I think that's such great advice. Create something or learn something new. We do have to learn to break the monotony, especially when we're dealing with discouragement. And sometimes that can be the reason why we feel discouraged in our lives, because we're just always doing the same thing. We have to remember we're not robots. You know, you're a human being, I'm a human being. So change your routine, learn something new, something that maybe you've been wanting to do, and it doesn't have to cost money. You can learn something new for free. Learn how to use a new app. Learn how to edit something. Go and find something that you like to eat. Learn how to make something that you like. Get a cookbook. Whatever it is that you like to do, try something new. And don't just stay in the same routine. Sometimes that rut can make us feel discouraged, because every day it's like the same thing. You wake up at the same time, you eat the same food. Change the foods that you're eating if you're getting tired of that. Change your atmosphere. Maybe even sometimes, for me, the seasons. I like to change the linens in my room. Different colors. It brings in different things and makes you feel differently, like recreate and clean your space. Sometimes that can definitely help us to be able to feel better and get out of that discouragement. We have to change sometimes our whole atmosphere and what we're looking at. Thanks for that comment, Miss Bull Roller. That's great, Dave. Oh, that's good. That sounds great. So number 5, guys. I think I just do 5? No, I think I did 4. No, I did 5. Okay. Number 6, don't spend too much time with people who discourage you. Guys, this is so big. And I'm not saying that, if you live with people, and sometimes you may not be able to get away and just walk away from people who are negative, because maybe they're people who you live with, or they're people that you have to deal with on a regular basis, say people on your job. But you can change the amount of time that you spend with them. Don't spend too much time with them. Don't spend any extra time with people. We have to learn to eliminate our time and work on our time management. People who drain us, limit them. You don't have to spend any extra time with people. Remember, every day you have a choice on who you can put your mental energy in. And we have to remind ourselves, I don't have to spend time with you. I don't have to talk to you. You don't have to text people. You don't have to email people that you don't want to. Remember, negativity is contagious, just like positivity is contagious. The more that you smile, the more you're going to feel better. And I know when you're feeling discouraged, you may not feel like smiling. Maybe you may be in a bad mood. Maybe you're upset. Maybe you're angry about something. Maybe you're stressed out dealing with anxiety that comes with life. No, that's normal. All of those are normal things, but we have to learn ways on how we can deal with it so that we don't stay in. That's the whole thing, guys. I don't want any of you to be discouraged, but it does happen. That's normal. It's a normal part of life for us to deal with discouragements, with disappointments, when things don't happen as fast as we want them to, or when people leave our lives. Yeah, that's something that can discourage you, but we have to learn how to cope with it and deal with it, because you don't want to be a person to just walk around with your lip on the ground, being sad, or known as a person really cranky, mean, angry. You know, at a certain point we have to choose to be happy. We Oh, and when I say that, I say it to myself. I have to choose to be happy. I have to choose joy. I have to choose peace. You know, that's very important. So, number seven, we have to work on something new. And that's a wonderful tactic. And it's something that always refreshes me, refreshes my spirit. So, you have to get to the core of what is it that is making you feel the way that you do. So, maybe adding a new project to the mix may be exciting. Work on something new, learn something new. And it's practical and it's very good for us. You learn a new skill and you also keep your mind engaged. And that's important, because most of the time, if you're feeling discouraged, you don't want to do anything. Just want to sit in a dark room, looking at the wall, licking your wounds, feeling sorry for yourself, making yourself feel that you're the only person in the whole world. You're the only person that has had problems. You're the only person who is going through what you're going through. And we have to change that thinking, and we have to learn to dismiss that. When we think, I'm the only one that feels like this, I'm the only one that has gone through this problem, I'm the only one that is coping with whatever it is. And that's not true. It's not true at all. Number eight, how we can cope with discouragement: clean up your space. And I never thought it would be true. It's something that I've been working on the past, I want to say 3 to 6 months. The cleaner your space is the cleaner your mind space is going to be as well. So when you look around at your space and it's clear, it's like removing all of that mental junk that's in your brain as well. But if you look around and things are cluttered and they're dirty, that's how you're going to feel as well. So I would encourage you to clean your space, reorganize your desk, your bedroom, your bathroom, your kitchen, your workspace, your office space. All of that is going to help you to feel good about yourself as well, because in clean and an orderly environment is going to impact our mood. We're going to feel good up here when we look around and we see clean, neat, and decluttered. It will really change your space. Hey, Angela, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing okay. Happy Sunday to you. I believe your bedroom should seem like an oasis. Yes, Angela, I feel like your bedroom especially should be like your place where you can de-stress from your whole day. It should be like a zen space. It should be so much tranquility in your bedroom, wherever it is that you go to sleep. That should be your safe haven. As Angela said, your oasis, your calm. So, to help with that, I think it's really important for us to also, in our calm space, to not have too many distractions around, learn to turn that TV off at times. Learn to have, I like to have like some water sounds, they have those rocks with the water, and I like to turn that on and listen to the water flow. That gives me peace and serenity. We all have to find some way to make certain spaces in our home an oasis. Some people it's their kitchen, some people it's the bedroom, some people it's the bathroom, some people it's the living room, but you got to find a space in your home environment where you can unplug. That's so important. We got to have a part of our home where it's just ours. It doesn't belong to children, spouse, this person, that person, a pet. No. You got to have your own space that's yours for you to be able to know when you go in that space, nobody is going to touch anything and nobody is going to move it. Nobody is going to do anything. Exactly. That's important. Carve out a space that is all yours where you can let your hair down in your waking hours. Right, Miss Full Roller. That's so important. And I didn't think it was important at all until I actually got a dedicated space. My oasis is my office space, and I have candles in here. I have my little water flowing on the rocks. I like to light that candle, and it kind of sets the mood to distress, especially after a long work day or even sometimes in the morning. Because sometimes you could wake up and you just like in a funk. And I turn on those water sounds, light a candle, and start speaking some positive aspirations over my life, some positive encouragement. And I feel like I can either start or end my day very well that way. Just relax now, calming and soothing. Yes, thrill seeks. Appreciate that. So I think I'm on let's see, number 9, because we just talked about cleaning up our workspace is going to impact our mood. So download some new apps. Number 9. This one, it sounds like it's trivial, but it's something that I really like. So I'm not talking about playing games, but if you find an app on your phone and it can make you more productive and it can lift your mood, then I think it would be worth your time. I like to have apps on my phone like Calm or I don't remember. I should have wrote it down, but I have an app on my phone, and every day it gives me a positive quote that I like to read. So find some app, and every time, every day, you're going to start and look at that app, and it's going to be something to help you. Okay. So, number 10, here is a big one, but sometimes it can be very difficult. Confide in someone. And it can be difficult to confide in somebody, especially if it's something that's very private, personal, because the number one thing is it has to be somebody who we trust, somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who is not going to pass judgments on us. You got to have somebody that you can vent to, that you can yell with, someone you can cry with. Yeah, that's important. You got to have somebody you can be vulnerable with. And if you don't have somebody, you got to find somebody. And it does not have to be somebody in person, it can be a virtual friend, like in support groups. But you got to have somebody to confide in if you're feeling discouraged, because if you don't get those things out of your mind, it's going to start affecting your physical body. And I believe, is my personal belief, that if you don't cope with what's going on in your mind, sometimes it's going to display physically by health problems. Some people may lose or gain weight. So it's going to show up in other aspects of your life. So, You got to get anything that is making you feel down, you got to get it out. Okay. And talking about it, it makes you feel so good. It's like releasing a heavy weight off your heart, off your mind, that you don't have to worry about it. That somebody, you can just tell somebody how you're feeling, that you're so angry, you're so frustrated, you're so lonely, you feel so vulnerable, you feel so upset. Whatever it is, how you feel, you gotta have somebody that you can trust, that you can just say whatever it is that you're feeling. So I encourage you to find someone to confide in and talk to. Hey, Tracy. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I hope all of you guys are having a great Sunday. So, number 11, learn something new. And one of my favorite ways is to read a book. And it doesn't have to be a novel, 200, 300 pages. I like those little short little booklets, 10 pages, 20 pages. Or you could take a webinar. You can do something, learn something new that is going to help you to be able to get your mind to get off of your problem, off of your stress, off of whatever it is. It's like, snapping your fingers. It's like sometimes we have to trick our brain into, okay, I know I'm going through this right now, but I gotta refocus on something else. And sometimes just reading a book, uh, re going on the internet, maybe watching a funny movie, but we got to get our mind into thinking about something else. So number 12, this is one of my favorite things. It's encouraging someone else. And when I was thinking about this, how can encouraging someone else help us? Well, when we encourage somebody else, we get our mind off of ourselves, off of our own thoughts, and we start thinking about somebody else. So when you start encouraging somebody else, it leaves you feeling better because now you uplifted somebody else and you're not thinking about yourself at that moment. You're taking your time to boost somebody up. And that's not the only reason why you do it, but sometimes that can help to get you out of just standing in your own problems. And we have to understand that we all, we're all human. We all need encouragement. So when we encourage somebody, sometimes we can get encouraged, and that's a great benefit. Number 13, we got to serve someone else. And that just means doing something kind, you know, just saying hi. Sometimes that high text message, I'm thinking about you, a phone call. Even remember back in the day, people used to write each other letters, a personal letter, a card, uh, you know, doing something like that, serving somebody else, running an errand for them, just talking with somebody else. And one of my favorite ways to serve somebody else is just a smile. And if you just walk down the street, even a grocery store, give someone eye contact, say hello, say, I hope you're going to have a great day. Sometimes just a little thing like that, telling somebody, I hope you have a great day or a good morning, something like that can change somebody's day. If they're having a really bad day, just doing something very kind, like just greeting somebody. You never know, that person could be going home to be alone by themselves, and you may be the only person that they may talk to the whole day. And then just saying, hi, good morning, I hope you have a great day. That will maybe change their thinking to say, yeah, I will have a great day. You never know how much our own words can affect somebody else. And then in saying that, we can encourage ourselves as well. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate that. Yeah. But sometimes, Angela, I believe it's important for us to also to give ourselves room to be sad. We got to give ourselves room to be sad in certain moments. You can't just always, like I said, walk around with a plastic smile. Everything is not, something to be smiling about. Sometimes you're going through a really difficult period of time in your life where it's important. You need to cry because you've been through a hard time, or you need to be upset, or you need to be angry, or you need to talk to someone. So don't sugarcoat things if you're going through a difficult period. Give yourself room to grieve. Give yourself room to be upset. You got to get that out of you. If you're mad, angry, sad, allow yourself to give yourself that room. Give yourself room. We have to give ourselves room to be upset. I'm angry. I'm ticked off. Yeah, give yourself that room. Say, I'm upset today, but don't stay there. That's the most important thing. Don't keep it in and bottle it in like a volcano. That's the reason some people just boom and they erupt and explode like a volcano. We got to give ourselves room to get things out. And that's why it's important for us to talk to somebody else, to have positive outlets, go for a walk, you know, talk to somebody, encourage somebody else, even just going outside. But we got to stay busy. Yes, helping others is a blessing all the way around. Yes, when we help somebody else, we help ourselves. And I didn't know that when I was younger. I always thought, you know, yeah, you could help somebody, but I didn't know you could be helping yourselves. Because have you guys experienced that already? Sometimes you're not feeling like it's not a good day, but then when somebody else talks to you, you kind of realize like, I don't really have that as much problems as them. You know, I don't have as much problems as this person, but yet they are so strong, they're so resilient, they're so positive, so yeah, we can all help each other. Yes, Tracy, so important. No one can tell I smile under my mask. Yeah, but you can tell just the way you look at somebody and just nod your head. Yeah, try to smile with your eyes. Yes, that's very important too. I physically cannot fake smile. I have to be happy for genuine smiles. It's understandable, Angela. But sometimes I personally, I have to force myself to smile. I'm just a person. I can't go a whole day without smiling. No matter how I'm feeling, no matter what I'm going through, I cannot go through a whole day without smiling. And I'll pull myself to the side and be like, Marlene, what's going on? I'll have a whole conversation with myself, like, what's going on? Why aren't you smiling? And we gotta have conversations with ourselves so that we check in on our own wellness. And part of that discouragement is sometimes we're not checking in on ourselves. Are you checking in on you to see how are you doing really? What is it that you're going through? That's so vital. We check on family members, we take care of so many people, but when do we allow ourselves, that time to say, I'm not doing so good today? Or maybe I need a vacation. Maybe I need more rest. Maybe I need X, Y, and Z. We got to give ourselves that room too, as well. Yep, I read all these comments. Thank you, everybody, for your comments. It's so much appreciated. Hey, Miss Kim, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, you have to have some self talk. Guys, I'm telling you, self talk is everything. When you talk to yourself, you kind of stop yourself sometimes from making a foolish decision. We kind of stop ourselves from lots of things. So talk to yourself like, what's going on? Why are you so upset? Why are you so angry? Why are you sad? And give yourself time to be like, yeah, I'm sad or I'm upset or I'm angry because of this. But don't let yourself stay there too long. We have to learn that we have to encourage ourselves. We have to encourage ourselves. That's like huge. It's so huge in our lives that we have to encourage ourselves. And sometimes we may be looking to other people to encourage us, but we have to, like they say, put on our own, um, what is it called? Our own breathing mask so that we can breathe. We got to save ourselves first before we can save other people. We got to take care of us and love us. And sometimes life can go backwards because sometimes some of us were raised that we have to always do and be for other people. But then you look at the end of the day, you're at zero. You got to think about yourself. And that's not being selfish, that's called loving yourself, respecting yourself. We have to do that. And that's called filling up our cup. And we can get discouraged sometimes because we're doing and giving and being for so many people besides ourselves. When's the last time you dated yourself? Take yourself to a nice meal, take yourself to a nice hotel, enjoy a good time, go out dancing, go to the movies. You don't always have to have other people to have great experiences. I honestly believe in solo travel. I do not wait for other people to enjoy my experiences anymore. So go out there and enjoy some life, guys. Enjoy some life. Do some things that you want to do. If you always wait for somebody else to have experiences, sometimes you may never experience some great things and you're going to miss out on some great moments and memories because you're waiting for other people. And sometimes those people will never be ready. So go out there and enjoy life. Enjoy life. So, number 14, let's get some sleep. So don't miss out on this one, guys. What they say, a good night's sleep is 70% of your happiness, you know? So get your sleep. And I understand that sometimes when you're feeling discouraged, maybe you may have insomnia, maybe you're dealing with pain, you have some anxiety, and our culture in general is just naturally sleep deprived, and a lot of things can affect our sleep. It affects our mood because if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be cranky. You're going to not feel good. You're not going to function at your highest potential because you're sleep deprived. Who wants to walk around, and you're tired. You want to go to bed. So try as much as you can, try to go to bed at a reasonable hour every day so that you can get the sleep that you need so that you can feel good mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay? So number 15, accomplish a short-term win. So something that you have accomplished, celebrate it. You have accomplished a win, even in little things, even in something maybe that is not a big deal to somebody else, but something maybe that is a win for you. Celebrate that. Even if it's something small, just to say, give yourself a pat on the back. And that goes a long way to our self esteem, our personal strength, our fortitude. That's the foundation of us, the core of our well being. If we don't give ourselves a pat on the back and say, I like to tell myself, Marlene, you did a good job. You did that. Yes, Queen. You got to celebrate yourself. And when you celebrate yourself and pat yourself on the back, you don't need anybody to pat you on the back. It's nice if they do. Everybody loves to get, that kind of support, and everybody wants to hear it, but we got to learn to do more of this. I'm proud of myself. So celebrate yourself. Number 16, get some time alone. Get some time alone. Sometimes you just need to be by yourself, especially if you're a person who's an introvert. So you have to do it. Do something by yourself in your quiet space, your quiet time. Unplug and enjoy time by yourself. And it's so vital to spend some time in complete silence so that sometimes we can meditate and find out what is the reason why we feel discouraged, why we feel depressed, why we're feeling anxious. Maybe you're not spending some time to reinforce your own self, reinforce your own mind. So don't be afraid to spend some time alone and listen to what your body needs. Sometimes your body needs a break. You need a break. Sure, you have to treat yourself to fully enjoy some things, and you are worth it. Exactly, Tracy. You are worth it. And there has to be more talk like that. I value myself. I respect myself. I am worthy. I am deserving. Speak those things over your life because you're deserving, because you're valuable, because you respect yourself, because you love yourself. That means you're going to make good decisions and do some things for you. Feed and nourish mental, emotional, spirit, all of those things. It goes together. Thanks for that comment, Tracy. I've had to do some things on my own. You're absolutely right. I'll have to dive into self to find out why I have more fun doing things with others. Exactly, Miss Kim. I think everybody at a certain period of time in their life, we kind of want to bring people along on our journey. We want people to, when we're elevating, we want people to elevate with us. And sometimes some people don't want to elevate. Some people don't want to do better. Some people don't want to receive. They don't want to get blessings. Maybe like you do. Some people are just happy with things being the same way. They're happy with things, I don't know, they're happy with things being the same. Some people like the regular, some people like the monotony, Some people just like that. They like to stand still. They like things always to be the same, but you can always do and be better. Always can do and be better. Yes, you can ease into it, Tracy. You definitely can. Definitely. Marlene, you're way behind on snapping a pose. So, I'll take some. I have a whole bunch of pictures. I have a whole bunch of pictures, Kim. So I'll send you some. Okay? I'll send some to your Instagram. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate that. So let me number 17. This is for those who are people of faith. It's not for everybody, but if you're a person of faith, pray. Don't discount prayer. A lot of times we do all of these things, but then we leave out prayer. So if you're a person of faith, pray, pray. And in that, you can let go some things. Maybe there are some things that you don't want to tell somebody else, but you can, in your prayer, say everything that you want to say. You can pour out your heart and empty the pain, empty all that stress, empty all that anxiety. You don't have to cope and deal with things on your own. Pray about it and let it go with full faith. Another one for the believers, read the Bible. Sometimes those scriptures that we read, it can be exactly what we need to get us out of that discouragement. There's chapters like Psalms that really can be encouraging and to let you know that you're not alone and you can keep going on your journey in life. There's three more things, guys. Number 19, listen to some great music. Music can really help your mood. It can help you to impact your life. So if you're feeling discouraged, disappointed, put on something that you like, something that's going to maybe help you tap your feet. to stop even thinking about your problem, or something to help you de-stress, like some relaxing sounds. Sometimes the sounds of the water, the wind, the rain. Maybe that's where you just need something to give you some peace of mind, because sometimes we can be in a space in our mind where our mind is just filled with so many things, or our mind is going a million miles an hour, and we just need something to slow things down, slow down the pace of our life. And music can really help you to do that. So, okay. Number 20, watch a comedy. Sometimes just watching something on TV that can make you laugh. You know, laughter is medicine, and the when you laugh, you can't help but feel good. Like, it definitely helps to raise your spirit, raise your energy source, and make you feel good. So when you laugh, it can lighten your mood. And the last one is number 21, get some help. If your discouragement persists, I encourage you to speak to a doctor, a counselor. Don't think that it will pass, because sometimes if you are going through a discouragement for too long a period of time, maybe it's that you are dealing with depression. And that's something that I encourage you to speak to a doctor and follow some good medical advice. Don't leave that part out, and don't think that you're above needing some help. Sometimes we all need somebody to vent to, somebody to help us with something that's going to help us to cope with some dark, heavy things in our lives. So, this stream was to encourage you that despite your discouragement, despite what you have been through, despite what you're going through, every person has dark periods. Every person has discouragements, disappointments, but it doesn't need to be fatal or something that you have to give into every day. Every day you can be strong, you can be victorious, but we have to remember it's a choice. We have to choose peace. We have to choose joy. We have to choose to elevate our mind. We have to choose to stay away from negative people. And we have to also learn to rethink our mind space into telling ourselves that we can and we will, and we love ourselves, and this too shall pass, and I love myself and I believe in myself. We have to speak those things over our life. Remember, what we speak is who we are, it's who we become. So the more we keep speaking positive, encouraging, motivating things, is the more we start to believe it and think it. We got to learn to dismiss some things in our lives, some of it, and then the other things. If you need to cry, then shed some tears and cry. It does not make you weak as a man or a woman to cry. It makes you human. So if you need to cry, cry. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. All of those things are important, guys. Let's see if I miss any comments. Hey, Sugar Love, how are you? Welcome. It's so good to see you. Let's see, what else did I miss? Let's see. I think I did that one. Yeah, I did those. Okay. Yes, prayer doesn't need to be about asking. Just talk to God about how you feel. He knows. Yes, it's true. And I'm speaking to the people who are believers. Um, Sometimes we feel that God knows already, so we don't have to pray about it. But if it's something that you are worried about, it's something you need to speak to God about. So don't discount it. Don't discount it. You just keep being yourself and pour out your heart. Pour out your heart and don't be afraid. Awesome, Kim. I'm going to definitely go and look at that. Yes, amen. Absolutely. Love that. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Yes, I love the Psalms. Welcome in, Sugar Love. I thank you so much for being here. Gio, I saw your gratefulness video, very inspirational through your testimony. Yes, it was. Boss Life Online did an excellent inspirational video. And I just want to speak to all of you guys and tell all of you, each one of you are valuable. Each one of you has a meaning. Each one of you has something that you're good at, that you're talented at. So don't dismiss that. Sometimes we may feel discouraged because things aren't happening as fast as we want them. But sometimes we need to learn patience, learning to stand still, giving ourselves room to breathe and to just be. Just keep being yourself. Keep believing in yourself and know that you are worthy. And sometimes we have to learn to walk a road alone. We may want people to be on our team, but look, maybe the people that we want to be on our team are not the right people for us, or they're not going to get us to the next level. And some people, you got to leave them behind. Some people, you got to leave them and keep going. So don't worry about the people who don't support you. Focus your energy on the people who actually do. Don't worry about them. And we have to also, the final comments, we have to also spend some time encouraging and loving ourselves. Don't discount that, guys. Encourage and love you. Give yourself what you need. Everybody needs something different. There's not a one size fit all. These are all just some of the things that I do to encourage myself. It's 21 things that helps me to overcome my personal discouragement. And sometimes people, when they may say something to discourage me, that it will take a hit either to my ego or to my heart. But we can't allow other people to allow us to not succeed. We got to give ourselves permission. We have to give ourselves permission. We have to give ourselves permission to be prosperous, to have peace, to forgive, to love ourselves. All of these things, we got to give ourselves permission to have, to be, to become everything. And we can become everything good. Hey, sis, Hilda. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Yes, we have to give ourselves permission to be better, to love ourselves, to maybe get rid of the negative thinking, get rid of those doubts, because sometimes we may be sabotaging ourselves and telling ourselves that we can't do things. Why not? We have to also change our thoughts. We got to change our own thoughts. We have to change our own thinking. We have to maintain positive. We ourselves. Remember, we are all humans. We all have a pulse. We all have feelings, and we got to take care of ourselves. Take care of you. Give yourself what you need. Give yourself what you need. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you need to take some more self-care. Do some things that helps you to love yourself more. Remember, you can't give from an empty cup. When you're empty inside, you have nothing to give anybody else, much less yourself. We got to love ourselves. We got to take care of ourselves. Yes, take care of ourselves, love ourselves, give yourself room to grow, to grieve, to breathe, to cry, to be angry. We're not robots. We're people with feelings. Allow yourself to feel what you feel, but don't stay there. That's my encouragement to you guys. Be upset, be angry, be sad, grieve, but then get up and try again. Then keep moving. Then restart, rework, but never ever give up. Never ever give up. You are somebody special. You are somebody of worth and value. You are somebody of worth and value. You are. And even if nobody else tells you, even if nobody else tells you that you're loved, worthy, blessed, smart, and can do and be things, I'm telling you that today. You are special, important, worthy, and important. I thank all of you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of my channel. We're into a new year, guys. We're into a new year. And I thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I thank everybody who are members of my channel. Shout out to my members. Thank you guys. And anybody who wants to be a member of my channel, I would encourage you to click that join button so that you'll get exclusive videos, member only live streams. Yes, all of those things. Thank you to my members, but also my subscribers. Thank you guys for watching my videos, liking all the shares. It's very much appreciated. And thanks for being a part of my channel. It helps me to keep going because I too, as an encourager, I get discouraged sometimes. I sometimes maybe not feel like doing a video or a live stream, but I do it anyways because I know I'm going to encourage, motivate, and strengthen somebody else. So that's why I keep going. But I love hearing from you guys. I love the comments that you guys leave me in my comment section. I read each and every one of them, and I try my best to respond to them as quickly as I can. So leave me some comments. Leave me some comments. I love the comments, guys, and I appreciate all of you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next live stream, video, or whatever it is. Really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm not going to cry. Y'all know I'm a cry baby, and I will cry in a minute, but I'm not crying today. I'm going to keep giving you guys positive energy, encouraging you guys. I'm here to support you guys. And if any of you guys want to send me an email, anything, always send me an email, Instagram messages, reach out to me. I'm here to support you guys. So I'm sending out that positive energy, positive mind space, positive thinking, positive surrounding people, and break away from the negativity. Find your tribe, but always remember you have to be of a tribe of one. Yep, you got to take care of yourself. Thank you so much, guys. Blessings, love, peace. And like I say, every single video, live stream, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. Never stop living your best life, guys. You can do it and you deserve it because you're worthy. Much love, guys, and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Be yourself.